Sedacious, what do you make of Tyrese Maxey? It being reported that Tyrese Maxey had to call out Joel Embiid for not, well, for being late to meetings and him having to hold him accountable and say, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get it together, so to speak. What do you make of that? Is this a big deal, not a big deal? Is it just the fact that they losing? Small problems are magnified all the more. What do you make of it?
Actually, I wanna take another angle on this that I haven't heard people approach it. I think this is a big deal, and it's on Tyrese Maxey's behalf because this shows leadership. Um, what doesn't really show leadership is that you kind of got loose lips about what's going on with the team. But if that were the case, if that actually did happen, then kudos to you, bro, for being a leader, for stepping up, for understanding what it takes to win, for wanting to be disciplined, for wanting to lead by example, and with you showing the example and people not following, having an attitude about it, meaning to rectify it. And I say keep it up, bro. I say that is championship mentality, or that's on its way to championship mentality. And yeah, that's what I want to use my platform to say. Tyrese Maxey, real nigga.
Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Me personally, I think this is the beginning of the end. You could uh, chronicle it, do it by chapters, but I think this is the beginning of the end of the Joel Embiid trusting the process, whatever experience. Um, I think that first you had people feeling some type of way of like you wasn't healthy for us in the playoffs, but you mustered up the energy to go ride the curtails of the other superstars to go win your gold medal. And when you could have been resting when the season started, you're not fully healthy. And then while you're not fully healthy, you're telling us you're not playing back to backs. Then you trying to joke it off and say you trolling, but we all know you was like dead ass. You're not playing back to backs. And then you accompany all of those things with now the fact like Joel and Tyrese Maxey got to get on you about being late. I believe that this is the
Just say you don't want to be there.
right. I feel like everything prior was the like the preface, like the introduction, and this is now the final. This is the first chapter to the beginning of the end of Joel Embiid leaving the Sixers with these reports about Tyrese Maxey having to call him out about being late.
That's horrible, man.
You got it, Izzo.
But nah, Joel Embiid is a disgrace in regards to leadership. Great player when he's on the court in the regular season, but in the playoffs he comes up a bit small. And again, he's lacking within a very pivotal and strategic department, and that's leadership, man. And I'm so thankful that Tyrese Maxey had the wherewithal to just be like, man, enough is enough. Like, bro, can you start being on time to everything? And the fact that he stated that he was late, not to just one or two meetings or a certain type of meeting, but bro, you're late to everything, which tells me that the organization, whatever, excuse me, is okay with him doing whatever, whenever he wants, as if he's just a made man, like you are a multi-time champion, right? Like you're just this big
Forget
figure.
multi-time if you
It
just a
seems as though,
champion.
yeah, bro, and it's like, yeah, you won the MVP, but it's like, man, it's like you put all your energy into winning the MVP that year, and immediately after that, it was just like, man, it's almost like you kind of like broke your body, you sacrificed, your soul for that MVP year just to like kind of fall off a proverbial mini cliff, so to speak. It just in regards to availability, when I say cliff, obviously the skills are still there. He didn't forget how to play basketball, but man, it's just it's it's disheartening to see. But I am happy that Maxie spoke up because he's the young star out of that bunch, and um if anybody gonna care about it, he is. And for him to call Jimmy Butler the best player in the league, just gave further cheap shot implications of, I don't really care about the Sixers. I don't, you know what I mean? I just didn't like it, man. It was a bad post game interview by Joel in regards to those remarks. But I love them, remarks by Maxey, trying to hold him accountable.
To champion Jimmy Butler is the best player in the league, and we know that's absolutely not true. It's
Troll.
like,
Like, why you even? Is no
why
other
is your
league?
mind even over there? Because now you have this disgusting stench of a narrative around you. You don't get no fresh start wherever you go. Because wherever you go, motherfuckers gonna be waiting on you, be like, when you playing? Or why you not playing? So like, I think his best bet is to stay in Philly where like they used to the bullshit. I don't think he can go nowhere with a fresh start with the stench of the narrative that he has upon him now. Not at all, not even a little bit.
Man, the
But
Sixers are 2-11, bro.
and the arrogance for him to think that he could just like show up around the playoffs, like they was like going to the playoffs was like a guarantee for them.
You gonna get traded for Zubac.
Man, Lee Zubac played, and he played back to backs.
Zubac Joel Embiid is crazy.
It's just sounding more and more comparable as the days go by. No, that was an excerpt from a private conversation that we held.
I think you said that on the podcast, bro. I was dying for like
Probably
5
did too, but
5 minutes.
I mean, from a talent perspective, it makes no sense. But you
Right,
know,
but right
you
now,
make that trade on 2K, it's definitely getting rejected, right? But
yeah.
but it's just like, man.